Hi, my name is Anthony Rodriguez Walking Crow, and welcome to Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine. Today my subject is integrity and what is it that you're willing to settle for instead of actually doing something about what it is you want. I was at coffee the other day with a beautiful friend of mine named Carlos Iriarte, and he's an attorney here in LA, and he was also somebody who came to see me for over a year as a client. And I got to watch him grow, ebb and flow, and grow as a person, as a human being, as a man. And we were talking about integrity the other day and how so few people actually have integrity, even those who think they live in their integrity. You know, there are people who don't suit up, who don't show up, and don't follow up. There are people who will make plans with you and say, I'll be there, and they don't show up. There's something that I do, and there's something that a lot of men that I know do, especially the elders and those who teach me. Before we say something, and I didn't do it before I started talking, so palabra, word. If you don't understand what palabra means, it means word, your word, my word as truth, because I can't take it back. I cannot take it back once I put it out there. So I step out every day. I step out all the time. I say things that some people don't like. I say things that a lot of people don't like because I rub them the right way. Yes, I said I rub them the right way. I hit the nerve that they're hiding behind. I hit the nerve that the smile hides. I hit the nerve of their lack of integrity hides. You know, this election is a good representation of that. You know, I love and I commend my wife. My wife voted for who she voted for, and it wasn't either of the two people running in the major parties that don't have any integrity at all. There's people who will vote for those people because one is a woman. Just like they voted for Obama because he was black and he was a black male. And it wasn't about president. It wasn't about doing the right thing. It wasn't about what this country needs. It's about who's the best show horse. You know, who am I going to put my money on? You know, who will I look good, or will I look good, or I will look good in front of my friends when I tell them I vote for so-and-so or so-and-so. And I don't have to defend myself for my vote because, you know, I voted the right way. That's wrong. If you vote for people because of shameful reasons or because of you believe that other people will judge you, what a waste of a vote. What a waste of integrity. There's no integrity in that. You know, if you tell somebody you're going to show up, show up. Show up. Be there. Be somebody of your word. There are plenty of people in social media who use a lot of nice and pretty words, and they're deep, and they get a lot of likes, and people reshare, but it's all coming from a place of not truth. It's partial truth. Let people know when you don't show up. Let people know when you're a liar. Let people know when you're not able to sustain yourself as a whole human being, living in your soul, living in your skin without addictive practices like drinking, like smoking pot, like heroin, like food, like sex, like gossip. Let people know that you do that. Let people know who you are. I got to tell you something. I don't know if I live in integrity or not, but I do. I let people know. When my slip shows, I talk about it. And I see the slip showing of a lot of people who stand on social media and they smile and they keep doing it over and over again. And I just start to shake my head. I'm like, man, you need to, maybe it's time to just stop. Stop and take inventory of what you're doing. Stop and take inventory about what you're not doing. What is it that you really want? Do you just want attention? Do you really want to help people when you can't help yourself? You know, if you jump in a swimming pool to save somebody, you better know how to swim or have a life preserver or a life jacket to put on them, and you better have one on yourself if you only know how to dog paddle. Because if you only know how to dog paddle, you're going to get tired and you're going to drown before you get there. You know, what is it you really want? How do you teach people how to heal? How do you heal people when in your heart space, because healing comes from a place of the heart. Healing comes from a place of the second chakra, connection to others, love for self. But we're willing to say those things, and with a lack of integrity, we're smoking the cigarette to fill that heart space where we don't have love or feel love or can ask for what we want, or we're smoking pot, or you're having the 3-finger scotch or the 2-finger scotch that leads to the half a bottle. What is it that you really want? What is it that you're really doing? When is it that you're going to really live in integrity? Vote for the party that most makes sense. And now, you know what? Not because she's my wife, but because my wife has integrity. She voted for who she wanted to, and it doesn't live up to the expectations, spoken or unspoken, of most of America, blue or red. Screw blue or red. You know, those of you who pretend to climb that ladder and be that aren't that. You're not helping this country. You're not helping yourself. You're not helping anybody by doing that. Me included. Walking Crow included. Aho mitakiyase. What is it I really want for myself? What is it I really want to give myself? What is it I'm really willing to do and give up of myself to get what it is that I want? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to give up? Are you willing to give up? Are you willing to let go? Are you willing to become vulnerable on your own and in front of people to get what you want and to help others in the process? Are you? Can you? Will you? Do you? I might tick a lot of people off with this, but I don't care. This morning I woke up a little irritated. I had this dream last night that I had to share with my wife this morning. And I was just a little irritated, and I've been trying to keep busy around the house. I have a client coming later, but boy, the word integrity is coming up, and the words lack of integrity really come up. Show up when you say you're going to show up. Call back when people send you a message or leave you a message. Don't leave them hanging. People who reach out to you probably care about you. And when you don't reach back or call back, guess what that says to me? And it would probably say it to others. Oh, they don't care. And some people don't care that nobody calls back. But why would you make the phone call to reach out to begin with? Right? What is it you really want? What is it you're really willing to give yourself? But what is it you're actually doing and giving yourself despite the way you feel? All your hurts, all your wounds, all your shames. You're just masking it with that stuff and lack of palabra, lack of word, lack of dignity, lack of integrity. I know what those things are because I wrestle with them every day as a healer, as a human. Hi, human. Hello. Hi, human. I'm Walking Crow. Hi, Anthony. You know, it's not easy. But what is it we're teaching our children? To be apathetic and just cast a ballot just because it's a woman. Just because it's the better of the two evils. No, that's not a good enough reason to do it. And you can justify it with all your postings, with all your rantings, with all your ravings, and it doesn't justify it. What is it you really want? What is it we really want in America? I see all these people posting about Standing Rock, but guess what? We had an event where we were raising money for Standing Rock a couple of months ago, and we needed people to show up. We still need people to show up, and we're going to hold another event because we are people of integrity. We are people of word. Posting is not doing anything. You're doing nothing, but doing nothing is doing something. But it's not being in palabra. It's not being in integrity. It's not being in word. What is it you really want? Do you want to keep drinking water with fluoride and metals in it? With toxins in it? With discarded medicines in it? With discarded drugs in it? That's filtered but not pure? Do you want to keep drinking that? Do you want to keep developing cancers in your body because you don't know how to receive and say yes to things? That when people say, hey, come on, I'll give you this. What is it that you want? Are you willing? We have become a country of people willing to do nothing. You heard me say it, nothing. We wait to see what others do so we can respond, so we can look good, so we don't have to be in our shame. Screw shame. Say what you got to say. Do what you got to do. Do what feels right, not what feels, not to be a part of the herd. By the way, those who live on the edge of the herd get taken out first. Just so you know. Just so you know. I'm a little bit bugged today. I'm bugged at this country because I grew up through the 60s and the 70s. I grew up watching marches. I grew up people having the right to have their palabra, their word. I grew up watching people marching. I grew up people of authenticity standing up and saying, here I am, I want to be counted. And now people are saying, here I am, I'm going to stand up on account of you. Because I want you to like me. I don't want you to not like me. I don't want to be shamed. I don't want to be left out. Stand on your own. Be who you are. Palabra. Walk tall. Integrity. Integrity. Palabra. Word. What is yours? Do you have one? Can you have one? Will you have one? I hope I have one. You know, I hope that I have a word and that I'm able to show up for people for all the right reasons and even all the wrong reasons. You know, what is your word for the day? What is your palabra? What are you willing to do for you more than be apathetic? You know, what is it? What is it? My name is Anthony Rodriguez, Walking Crow, and this is Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine. And that's my palabra for the day. Thank you. Bye-bye.